But I must first recapitulate your arguments in support of this right in the Parliament. You say the inhabitants of the colonies do not indeed choose members of Parliament, neither are 9/10 of the people of Britain electors, for the right of election is annexed to certain species of property, to peculiar franchises, and to inhabitancy in some particular places. But these descriptions comprehend only a very small part of the lands, the property, and people of Britain. All copyhold, all leasehold estates under the Crown, under the Church, or under private persons, though for terms ever so long, all landed property, in short, that is not freehold, and all moneyed property whatsoever, are excluded. The possessors of these have no votes in the election of members of Parliament. Women and persons under age, be their property ever so large, and all of it freehold, have none. The merchants of London, a numerous and respectable body of men, whose opulence exceeds all that America can collect, the proprietors of that vast accumulation of wealth, the public funds, the inhabitants of Leeds, of Halifax, of Birmingham, and of Manchester, towns that are each of them larger than the largest in the plantations, many of lesser note that are unincorporated, and that great corporation, the East India Company, whose rights over the countries they possess fall very little short of sovereignty, and whose trade and whose fleets are sufficient to constitute them a maritime power, are all in the same circumstances, and yet are they not represented in Parliament? Is their vast property subject to taxation without their consent? Are they all arbitrarily bound by laws to which they have not agreed? The colonies are exactly in the same situation. All British subjects are really in the same. None are actually, all are virtually represented in Parliament. For every member of Parliament sits in the House not as a representative of his own constituents, but as one of that august assembly by which all the commons of Great Britain are represented. This is the sum of what you advance in all the pomp of parliamentary declamation, to prove that the colonies are represented in Parliament, and therefore subject to their taxation. But notwithstanding this way of reasoning, I cannot comprehend how men who are excluded from voting at the election of members of Parliament can be represented in that assembly, or how those who are elected do not sit in the House of Representatives of their constituents. These assertions appear to me not only paradoxical, but contrary to the fundamental principles of the English Constitution.